The series that we are doing is testimonials that people are giving related to their involvement and membership at St. James Episcopal Church in Leesburg, Florida.
This is my son, Noah. He's a gifted musician and artist. And that's my youngest, Sophia, who is also a gifted musician and dancer.
And I'm Lara, and my daughter Sarah is a vocalist and a freshman in high school. And my other daughter Clara, and she is a junior in high school and also a vocalist.
Well, this is my dad, Sean. He works commercial insurance, right?
Yes.
What challenges did you face as a family searching for a church home?
I think the hardest thing was to find a place that could meet all of the needs that we had in our family, because it was quite a wide range, from 11 years old to middle school, high school, and then adults, and musicians, and so many various ways that we wanted to serve the Lord in all those different age groups.
So the fact that when we came to this church, there was a children's choir, and there were group activities like the plays, and mainly the choir. It was actually really nice to be able to socialize with kids our own age.
Great. And that leads me to ask, what qualities were you seeking in a church?
Primarily, we were looking for a church that was going to be faithful to the scripture, because you can find other Christian communities that sort of take the buffet method of, we're going to follow this, but we're going to go the faithful adherence to the scripture in both the sermons as well as in the community. The level of warmth. It became very obvious very early on that the people in the church actually enjoyed each other's company, and that was a wonderful change.
What informed your decision to come to St. James, and how was the decision made?
Well, it's a kind of a funny story. We were trying a lot of different churches, and you kind of get a fatigue in going to new places, very often, and it gets really hard. And so then you take a break, and you think, okay, we're just going to watch church online and give ourselves a break, and then we'll try again. And where are we going to go next? Kind of thing. And then I was invited to a charity luncheon by a good friend of mine, which I went to. And at the table was Kathleen, which is the priest's wife here. And I met her, and we had a wonderful conversation. And it was just around the table, which is lovely. And so at the end, I thought, I wonder where she goes to church. So I said to my friend, where does she go to church? And she said, oh, she goes to St. James. And I said, we've not visited there, I thought to myself. So I went home and I said to Sean, oh my goodness, I met this lovely lady, and I think we should try it. Would you be game? And he said, oh, yeah, let's go. And the next Sunday, we tried St. James.
I'd say we actually all kind of agreed for once, that we like this church in particular.
Yeah, to be honest, we had tried several Baptist churches, and I was kind of, excited that we were going to an Episcopal church where there'd be liturgy and weekly Eucharist and stuff like that. So I was very excited to finally come to a church like that. So.
Have you become involved in any of the ministries?
Well, two things. One, I absolutely love to dance. So when my mother started the dance ministry, I was like, yay, I can dance now! For Christ! It's yay! Bonus! And also, I love to be around kids and teach kids. So when I also got to volunteer at the VBS with Smith Beth, I was like, yay! So that was really fun.
I'd say the majority of us have all very much enjoyed all the musical aspects of this church. So for some of my sisters, that would be actually all my sisters. It would be choir. For me and some of my other family members, we also participate in the ukulele ministry that you guys have here. We just performed even earlier today, so that was enjoyable. I know for me and my littlest sister, we play classical instruments. So, as somebody who wants to pursue music, being able to perform even in front of people, like there's so much that can be taken out of being able to participate in so much like this kind of stuff.
Something our viewing audience wasn't able to see was each one of you walked in with an instrument.
Oh yes, yeah.
Well, I do have to agree with Noah. I'm not really like big into, I want to perform so much, but really I have to say, yeah, Mr. John really kind of gave that to me so I could perform, violin and stuff. And that really boosted my confidence a lot because I'm not a very big performance gal, so that's really nice to get to perform, music-wise.
I'd say for me, initially I think the thing I was very excited was to join the kids choir and start singing and getting to interact with a lot of younger kids, and I've been given a few opportunities at VBS to be a crafts teacher, and just a few weeks ago I got to teach an art class, and it's just given me little opportunities to get to work with younger kids and hang out with them, and I think that's been a really nice experience. And I've also enjoyed becoming an acolyte, torchbearer, learning the different positions and stuff like that. So I'd say those are the things I've enjoyed being involved in.
There's so many ways to be involved, and it can change. Sometimes it's music, sometimes it's being an acolyte, sometimes it's serving at Vacation Bible School, sometimes it's just going to a Bible study and having fellowship with the Christians here.
When we first came in, I joked with Lara that I was, concerned. Everyone seemed a little too friendly, so I was waiting to see if they were going to start serving Kool-Aid. But luckily, you guys were legitimately warm and truly had God's gift of fellowship. But being able to participate as an usher, being able to support my wife and kids in their work with the children's ministry and some of the music ministries, but the men's ministry, I had become very used to just being support, for the different ministries that my children and wife were involved in, but being embraced by the men's group with the steak cookout, which was wonderful. And I've been able to cook a few times for the church, which is something that's near and dear to my heart. But the welcoming and the fellowship has been one of the gifts that really has helped draw me into the community, which has been nice.
What would you say to other families in search of a church home?
Come and worship with us. I'd be shocked if you didn't come across several smiling faces and welcoming hands.
And I would say probably specifically to the mothers, there is a warmth in the women of this church that support one another. Everything from the children's minister, who is completely welcoming to the children, and the youth minister, the music director, the priest, Episcopal Church women. I mean, there's such a support group here.
All right, well, thank you.
That was fun.
Thank you.
Is that okay?
Excellent.
I was like, oh my goodness.
One of our congregants referred to church as a hospital for souls. And I do feel that also church is a place that challenges us and also supports our spiritual journey. And one of the things that I've come to appreciate is that there are many flavors in our ability to worship one God. And there is a term called divine accommodation that suggests that God meets us where we are, that God will find the place for us that is best suited for our soul growth. And it may be a place that is unexpected. I invite you, if you find yourself called and attracted to St. James, please come. We will welcome you. And if St. James Episcopal Church is not your flavor of worship, there are many other choices in this community. But I suggest that you prepare for an adventure, because God is full of surprises, and God's answers are often very different than what we might expect. So I wish you guidance and blessing on your journey.